We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Wouldn't mind a bloody job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards.
There must be something here.
Revelio.
Ramrock said so. Who's there?
Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Taste goblin silver.
Expelliarmus.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Kills no one get away with that. Much too slow.
Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles.
imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered
I am
goblins
muted.
outside the
Hello.
tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your
I love how the
increasingly
professors,
capable hands.
headmasters,
That said,
whatever,
be
and
careful.
all of the
I
Harry
will,
Potter
sir.
stuff, just go
I'll see you
ahead
back in
and
the map
entrust
chamber.
these outrageously dangerous tasks to
A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
I jumped right on it. Bet.
Revelio.
Blimey. Let us enter the first trial. Telling me my
I've seen
gear's
this
not
before.
high enough?
In Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
Complete.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio.
Let us see. Level 16. Still prefer the look of that. Yes, I know. Brown doesn't go with black.
Revelio. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Revelio. Confringo. These look familiar. Accio. Revelio.
Oh, that was.
Accio. What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
Revelio. The room changed. More statues.
Huh? No, I'll always use the middle. That's my favorite part.
Confringo. Not making this easy on me. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Got rid of the bridge.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Accio. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Not as difficult as they make it seem. I go through this way, and all of a sudden, there's that. I come back up the stairs.
Accio.
Make sure it's not just.
So that's
Nope,
it.
there's more stairs.
I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Not that difficult.
I'll never get used to these floors. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Protego. Stupid one. Confringo. Glacier. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
I'd be slightly too reliant on my basic attacks, but there's no guarantee that's how I'm supposed to do it.
Accio.
That's how I'm going to do it.
Revelio. Don't like the look of this. Protego. Stupefy. What a relief.
Well then.
Another pensive. Revelio.
Let's see what Percival Rackham has in store for us today. Ooh, I like that. It's dripping out of his eye like an actual tear.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
Yes.
It is not your pain to take.
The short answer is yes. Hubris is a
Every
bitch.
year a student sees something
What?
sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber. Accio!
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the port key to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
sure it's the astronomy tower where the room of requirement is.
I should ask Serona at the...
I've got spectacular news. Ha! Stop by the shop when you can.
How nice to see you, my...
Come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I set for you. I would like to teach you descent.
Yes, teach me how to throw people into the floor. Identify my gear. Ooh. I've got one thing that's better. And it's got disarming increased damage with Expelliarmus. Yeah, we're not keeping that look. I look like an idiot. We're gonna go with the scholarly look still. Beast class. Beast class. I haven't attended that yet. Gladwin Moon. No. Caretaker's Lunar Lament. Talk to Gladwin Moon again. Ooh, but I do get to learn a little more. That would be useful. The Helm of a Cult. Learned the Pozo from Professor Sharp. I learned the Pozo right here. Haven't done that yet, so I don't have a Resto Momentum. And Descendo. I've got Troll Bogies, what the hell? Is the Pozo on? So I have to do the Pozo first for Professor Onai. Purchase a broom enhancement from Albie Weeks. We will do that. Locate on map. We will head to Hogsmeade and see Albie Weeks about his...
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
It does not. I was deliberately traveling here. What the hell are you talking about?
I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly
Free would be a
appreciate all
special
of your
price.
help.
Yeah, sell it. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. Uh-oh. That periwinkle tailcoat is... Prefect uniform is sharp looking now.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh,
Hope to see
shit,
you again.
What the hell?
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thanks for stopping by. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Irondale that Miss Reyes has mastered.
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help...
Thank you. I know this Report back as soon as you can. To the races.
So is it just automatic? I didn't look at to see what the hell the broom upgrade did. What does it do? faster? Who the hell knows? Let's check this out. Let's see. Sweeping the conscience. For the final keeper. Find out what Clement was. Find the lock in the count. Unlock the goblin. Dimby's glass. I will do those soon. Oh, we might as well talk to Imelda Reyes first. World map. Oy vey, you be a far way down here. We're gonna fast travel a bit. We're also gonna drink a bit.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
We're gonna check something else out. It's updating. Can I transfer again? Yep, y'all have to see this shit for a second while this updates. Currently unavailable or work on a reported issue. Cool. That's all I want. It's a 119. Are you serious? Fix that shit already. Unless that's legacy. And disappears with the update. I want to transfer to the Philippines region. Currently unavailable while we work on a reported issue. Stall. Yes, y'all have to see my League of Legends shit for a minute. Oh, Thailand to the Philippines. It does, however. What happened? Go to account, transfer to the Philippines. Transfer your account, it may take a minute or two. Yes, please transfer this account. Matter of fact. Cool.
Revelio.
Well, we'll just drink some random drinks sitting on the bar. Why not?
Just because you know Lumos.
Who said you can't get lost if you have no Lumos? Just because you have light doesn't mean you know where you're at, or where you're going for that matter. Philosophers are in short supply. I cannot enter that area.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the fastest Ravenclaw.
Hello, Imelda.
About to be the fastest.
So, trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice.
I don't.
No one
I'm
sets
still gonna
records
beat
by
you.
wishing for them. I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
I didn't show up here for nothing.
Excellent. I'm getting the hang of this.
Kind of.
Made it.
I gotta add in some lighthearted shit when I've killed like hundreds of people at this point. Oh, I think I missed it. Oh, I didn't. I didn't miss it. I got it. Place in it. I'm about to beat it.
Excellent.
Yeah, I am.
Brilliant.
Ba-da-bum-bum.
Brilliant. Ah, good. I've got this.
Screw you, Imelda.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
I shall indeed. Not flying all the way back from there, though. That's a long way, even on a fast broom. I've had quite a bit of whiskey tonight.
Does it
I
get
dare
any
say
more
I should get-
cozy than Hogsmeade?
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly.
You're welcome. The Helm of the Occult. Not worried about that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and attend Professor Sharp's class. Professor Sharp is Potion Masters. Potions classroom it is.
When Professor Sharp is so intimidating.
And what is it I'm about to learn? The pulso, that's right. Why is she carrying a gigantic thing?
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think throwing my classmates about would be quite a bit of fun. But that's just me. Yeah, I'm not transmogrifying too much.
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting. Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
Oh, come on. I want to launch my classmates across the room. Oh, I got the pulso, so let's talk to Professor Garlic. Learn Wingardium Leviosa. It's Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa. Leviosa, not Leviosa.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Or It is time for
can't
apology. The carnivorous cabbage.
How wonderful to see you again.
Yeah, I need to talk.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
I got it anyway. Screw you.
Well done!
Revelio.
Practice Wingardium
Guardian Leviosa. Is there a difference between the two? Or is it
in the
still
greenhouse. I've set the crates out for you in the next room.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Well, I've got Wingardium Leviosa. Though I don't see it. I want my curses, god damn it. Purio, Crucio, Avada Kedavra. Arresto Momento. So I'm assuming this is just an addendum to that. Flipiendo. Flipindo. Dicindo. Bombarda. Ah. So when I summon with Asio.
Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo!
Oh, I think the Pulso would be a good one to learn. Where do I learn that? Peace class? No. A little more. The Helm of Orcult required level. I receive. Oh, I have the Pulso.
Repulso! Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Oh, but I can't. At what point do core point that should be. We need this fourth one. I'm halfway to 16. Alright. I can live with that. Find Lodgok the Goblin. Caretakers, Parliament. I haven't done that. Control bogies. Left enemy. And also on the same bar. As useful as that is, we will replace that. No, not with that. We'll replace it with the pulso. We'll pull them to us. We'll levitate them. Shoot them away from us. Hit them with this blast and freeze them. We'll put there for now. That's Leviosa. Don't need that one.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Okay, so they have the same cooldown regardless if they're double slotted. So regardless if they're double slotted, they have the same thing. So we'll stick with that because I need one of each of those. I don't plan on doing too much configurations. We'll put all of my utility spells here. Because I don't plan on... Screw transfiguration, man. Screw it. I don't need 2 bombardments. Always useful. Alright, so this way I've got 2 attack bars. I like it.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
And have you seen her?
I can't even cast Lumos.
Repulsor.
It's a relief to finally get an
Revelio.
answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Not the best idea.
Beast class. Really? How do you install it? There's a lot of help. General card script. Well, good to know that magicians still have wizards and witches still have a kite flying club.
I'd take to the skies too if I didn't have such a...
If you didn't have such a wall.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Do I really need to drag this brush to a spell slot? That seems like a waste.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition.
Looks like my cat.
And cleanliness.
Amorphous blob
Good
of fur.
work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
So, Mancoons.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
As soon as I'm done feeding the Neasels. And the Puffskins. I'll make friends with all the animals. Don't you worry.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some... Be on the lookout for... Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study...
Over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said,
Let me guess.
we think
Hippogriff.
alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
Yep, Hippogriff. Called it. It's not Buckbeak. Buckbeak's way too young.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I've decided to be the friendliest mercenary wizard that
I think that's a fine idea.
Be.
Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep hiring safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Daddy's mic has been muted. What? What? Hi. Yeah, we're looking to figure out what we're going to do next. We're going to go find Take a Moon. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to go here. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Mwah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Is that Deke? I don't know if that's Deke. Deke.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Always.
I certainly make sure I stay
Out the double doors. Oh, crap. cross this bridge, huh? Ooh. Oh, that looks like it probably has some significance.
Confringo.
Ah.
Confringo.
That didn't do anything. West. Moon 2. This 4. Triangle star 1. Oh my goodness. There you go. Don't drop it. It didn't break. Where are you going? What do you need Mama for?
Revelio.
Down. Can I have a kiss? I love you. Go find Mama.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
He even gave me a kiss to get down. Maybe don't throw the Switch controller.
How nice to see you, my young.
My sister will be home for the holidays.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Sounds simple enough. And who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah,
what?
Brilliant. Thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Ew.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Protego! Revelio! Levioso! Nearest weakness. I never feel Revelio!
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more...
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting...
Oh, of course not! And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible.
Revelio.
It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in the statues.
Why me? Confringo. Accio. Compulso.
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go...
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on... first, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the... next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's it.
But what about curfew?
And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom, and the other in the...
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
The faculty tower is off limits to students.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
I would. You are to be remanded at once.
Oops. Folks, I'm going to call this an evening. I'm going to go enjoy a little bit of time with my son, and then I will probably be back on in a moment with on League of Legends, trying out the Philippine server. I bid you adieu.